Here we are at what's been claimed as Richmond's African burial ground. Actually, the Shockoe Bottom African burial ground. The end of the line, a place more so of commemoration, of ancestral homage. The Trail of Enslaved Africans here in Richmond, Virginia, is a pathway of history that helps us to know how we got to where we are. The trail begins at the Manchester Dock, point of entry from the 1600s through the late 1700s of African people directly from the continent, through the Chesapeake Bay, up the James River into Richmond, the capital of Virginia, that became a breeding state for African people and Richmond's biggest industry through the end of the Civil War and somewhat after. An economic engine of enslaved African people, exported to the Deep South because cotton needed picking. As you walk through the wooded path along the river, think about the thousands of Black feet who walk that same way. Think about the beauty of nature and how it's captivating there by the river and how it was also used as a place of containment. Crossing the bridge of the river into Shockoe Bottom now, where the warehouses, auction blocks, and jails were located, places of exportation. Near here is the Main Street Station, where a rail went through, dropping off and picking up African people. Now there's a whole train station there. Walk along the canal, where you may see a monument, a memorial to Henry Box Brown and his escape from enslavement in Richmond and why that happened in the ongoing separation of families. Come into Shockoe Bottom, where markers don't exist, where there were dozens and dozens of dealers that made millions of dollars, over 350,000 African people who came through this revolving door. And now, here we are, because our ancestors are living through us, and it's up to us to carry on. We make change by our choices. Knowledge fuels wise choices. Do we know this history? Do we know the importance of our ancestors here in Richmond? They are crying out to us. They want us to know their contributions. They want us to know their forfeitures. They want us to know so that in this moment, not only can we think about the kind of community we want to live in, the kind of lives we want to live, but in this moment, we are making the history that creates our future. Our ancestors who endured the barbaric conditions of bondage that were institutionalized through Virginia law. Our ancestors who resisted the very same through revolts, through escapes, through spies in the Civil War. The history is so rich and so untaught and so unknown and so erased. Reveal it. Let it be known not only to yourselves, but to your neighbors, to your friends, and to our future. In this way, together, we'll all be better. The Enslaved Folklore Society offers cultural history tours. We call it In the Beginning, Virginia, along the Trail of Enslaved Africans. Please contact us and join us for one of these immersive, contextual experiences. You'll be amazed at what you learn.